Hello friends, welcome to this very special video because today we're having a first look at the Pentax K3 Mark III. My name is Niels Kemp and we're here with Mike Meijzerveld, so let's have a look.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Meijzerveld, professional nature wildlife photographer, Pentax ambassador. Been using their products for over 30 years now, and I'm thrilled today to be on the road together with Niels to show the Pentax K3 Mark III to you. Circumstances are great, so let's have a blast today. I've been using the camera now for almost a week in these great winter circumstances. It's been a joy to use, of course, but I mainly was focusing on wildlife. So I've been tracking the smaller birds, some semi-domestic cows, some horses in the wild. It really does an outstanding job. It's very snappy, focus instantly locks, and the focus tracking is into place also. I made some great shots of animals while the snow was falling. For me as a wildlife photographer who is constantly working with moving subjects, it really is a joy to use. So excellent job there.
Excellent job there. The Pentax K3 Mark III is the full name of this new flagship camera from Pentax in their APS-C lineup. Before we dive deeper into what it is that we like about this camera, first let's have a look at what's under the hood. 25.7 megapixels back and side illuminated APS-C sensor with very high performing low light capabilities, high dynamic range and crisp image quality. It records video in 4K 30 FPS, it has a status display on top, of course it has IBIS and pixel shift technology, but there is also the viewfinder.
The viewfinder, yeah, well, people, they were making quite a fuss about it, which is okay, true, but I'm normally using the 645Z medium format and the K1, and I'm used to having a very bright large viewfinder. That's the joy of using full frame and medium format, and this felt similar. And so I didn't have any wow experience, but then I got back to my cupboard and I took out the old K3 and I put the old K3 against my eye, and I thought, that's the improvement, but I wasn't using that camera for 3 years. It's comparable to full frame, and it's unique on the market by having such a big coverage, and that really helps the photographer to make decisions about composition, about sharpness. All the information is displayed very good to you, like your shutter speed, your drive mode, your white balance, everything is there. You can adjust the grid, so you can choose your own grid to help you with your composition. It's very versatile. Excellent job.
As me and Mike continue our walk through the winter wonderland in the Netherlands, we want to show you the main things that stand out about this camera. Of course, a 10-minute video is not nearly enough to dive deep into all of its features, so if you want to see more about this camera and the way we use it, consider following me and Mike on our social media channels, linked below. Mike has just told us about the very fast and responsive autofocus. This is actually the first time I'm shooting with the K3 Mark III. And let's put it to the test. I'm shooting against the light while Mike is walking towards us. So let's see how it performs. Yep, nice. Yeah, it really is nice. This is one of the main things that stand out when you first start shooting with this camera, the speed and accuracy of the autofocus. As you can hear, the newly designed processor makes shooting in about 11 frames a second possible. All in all, the camera just feels very fast and very responsive. So what else is there to like?
One of the other great features of the camera is its customizability. As a working professional, you encounter very different circumstances throughout the day, throughout the year. And each require its own set of settings in the camera. You can store them all and recall them when you need them. So you can really program the camera to suit your own needs. And as a good friend of me once told me, he's walking right next to me at the moment, a camera is like a pair of shoes. We buy the same one, but we wear them differently. And the same goes for the K3. You use it, and during the period that you use it, you program settings that suit your own style of shooting. And the customizability of the camera really makes it an extension of your own, and that will reflect in the images that you make. So the customizability, great on this camera. Really love it. I'm going to switch to something more vintage because I'm seeing some great bokeh possibilities in the background with the Reed, and that's the 135 1.8, an old one. But here is where the viewfinder comes into place, because the viewfinder is so great that it's easy to use also with older lenses, because it's so easy to see how the focus is performing. Still I'm shooting with a wide open aperture, but it's really nice. Cool shot. Yep.
So we've been shooting with the K3 Mark III for a couple of hours now. Mike, how do you feel about the camera?
Well, I've been shooting a few days more, but when you hold this camera, well, your heartbeat goes up. I mean, you're loving it to be out there. The sound of the shutter is nice. Yeah, it feels like a real photographer's camera. And you can put your own craft in your image while you're photographing, because there's so many different things you can tweak and adjust. The dynamic range is great, what I've seen. So there's also a lot of room for creativity in the images that you make. So I think they're spot on with this, and I think their decision to stick with the philosophy to make the best digital SLRs out there is really working. This is a great camera, and well, like I said, it's a joy to use.
I couldn't have said it any better.
It's because it's 12 frames per second. I still have got it in high speed mode. And normally I was used that one press of the shutter was one image, but here you barely touch it and you make 3 shots. But of course you can adjust it so it only makes 1 shot each time. But I really had to get used to the 12 frames per second. It's
Being outside with great conditions and a nice camera. To me, that's what photography is all about. A camera should spark your creativity and help you capture whatever it is you want to capture. And the Pentax K3 Mark III is an excellent companion to do that. I can really say that both me and Mike really enjoyed shooting with this camera.
I am using the K3 now for almost a week, and I really got to love this camera. But there's also so much to love about it. It's got great autofocus. It's got a very huge and bright viewfinder. It's snappy, it feels responsive, it's so customizable. In the video we only scratched the surface because there's so much we couldn't tell you. Think about dual card slots, think about hyperprogram mode, think about automatic horizon correction, think about the possibility to use your older lenses on it. It's a fantastic photographer's camera.
So that's it for this video about the Pentax K3 Mark III here in the Netherlands with very beautiful winter snowy conditions, which photography wise is a first for me, so that's very nice. Of course there is a lot more to show you when it comes to this camera, and I would advise you to check out Mike's social media channels and his website, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content related to the Pentax K3 Mark III. Thank you, Mike, for taking us along today. And thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!